Hi there, Broncos. Miss Bowers here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to fourth grade. Now, all I'm going to do is walk you through your reading lesson for today so you'll know exactly what you're supposed to do. So first, I'm going to share my screen and take you right to the Google Classroom. Now, you are going to have different classes than I will, okay? So that's okay, as long as you know to click on fourth grade ELA. As soon as you do that, you're going to go to Classwork. Your Classwork screen looks like this. Your Classwork button will probably be on the bottom of your iPad, I believe. So you go there, you're going to see all these resources we'll be using. Go all the way down to week 1, Monday reading number 1. Click on it, and it says Happy Monday. Complete activities in the following order. Number 1 says watch intro video by Ms. Bowers. That's me. You're doing that right now. And then number 2 says view PowerPoint reading comprehension routine slides 1 through 8. You'll notice that it's 15 slides, but just look at 1 through 8 today and then do 9 through 15 on tomorrow. So this is actually Monday and Tuesday, okay? All right, so then number 3 says to read the text entitled Too Sick for School, which is right down here, okay? It actually says robots for 6 students, but that's the same article, okay? And then 4 says complete exit ticket reading interest survey, which is right here. So everything you need is right here together, okay? So it says to view the PowerPoint, so let's do that now. You click right here where it says Reading Comprehension Google Slides. Click on it, and it'll take you to the slides. Once it opens, you will see the first 4 here, okay? It says Reading Comprehension Routine. It says routine because we're going to be doing this reading comprehension routine quite often. As a matter of fact, we will work our way through it every time we read a new text, okay? So, day 1, reading comprehension routine, reading is thinking. The next slide says the title of the article, Too Sick to Go to School, Send in the Robots, okay? Now you go to the next slide, which shows you the vocabulary. It's always good to preview vocabulary before you read the text. So I'm going to make this a little bigger so we can see it better. And the words here are remotely, chronic, conserving, and glitch. Now, this chart is very cool because it has the meaning for you. It's got the root, even has the Spanish word for the vocabulary word, has whether it has a prefix or not, the synonym, the antonym. Do you know the difference between the two? And a morpheme, okay? That just means how the word is broken apart. And you can tell that, actually, how many of these have a prefix? Looks like only one of them, right? So this helps you understand the text better because when you run across these words, you already know what they mean. So always look at your vocabulary first. Get familiar with the meanings. Next, read the text. So now we'll go back to the actual text in Google Classroom, which is right down here, robots for 6 students. So you click on it and opens up a PDF copy of the article. Too sick to go to school, send the robots. First thing you see is this image, and you see where you, actually, before you interpret the image, go ahead and read the caption because that's what it's there for, to help you. So let's look at it. It says, Julie DeStefano talks with her friends through a robot from home during social studies class. Jilly is a middle schooler at Octorara Intermediate School in Akron, Pennsylvania. She uses a robot in school because she has an ongoing illness. So there, already, you can tell that it kind of looks like an iPad, doesn't it? But it's some kind of form of technology that she's using to still be able to communicate and talk to her friends, even though she's at home sick. And that's kind of the connection you can make, right? How is that similar to what we're doing right now, using technology and still having school? Think about that. All right, so let's look at that first page together. During social studies class, Jilly DeStefano acted like any other sixth grader at her school. She was lost in chatter with her good friends, Melanie and Katie. Jilly, I like your hair, said Melanie, admiring her friend's neat brown pigtails. Suddenly, their teacher, Melissa Finelli, showed up. Jilly, did you get the classwork I emailed you? Finelli asked. Got it, answered Jilly. So, you go ahead and read the rest of the text. And then you're going to go back to Google Classroom, arrow here, and it takes you right back to the rest of the assignments. So you go back to, it says after you read it, go ahead and go back to the PowerPoint though. And the next slide says main idea STEM. Okay, so let me just tell you, we're going to do a lot with main idea STEMs. And we're going to come up with them each time we do a different text, okay? So I just want you to think about this now. Think about these questions over here. What caused the problem? What is the problem? And what is the solution? Once we figure these out, then we will have our main idea. So the point here is to get you to think in terms of the structure of the text. Think about what the cause is, what the problem is or are, if there's more than one, and then what the solution is. And if you can complete those sentences, then you have the main idea. So that is what we're going to get lots and lots of practice with. It's a very different kind of technique, and we actually learned this over summer in training. And so I'm really kind of looking forward to you getting the hang of writing these main idea stems, because it's a lot easier for you to come up with a main idea when you have the stems to complete. Instead of just trying to come up with one and write it on your own, they're sentence starters for you. So the cause of the problem is, the problems are, and the solution is, okay? All right, so at this point, I just want you to think about those and see if maybe you can identify what you think the cause might be. I don't think you can type on here, but if you have notes, you could make some notes because we're going to discuss it in our small group, okay? Main idea, multiple choice. This is also something we're going to discuss, but if you think you can go ahead and give it a try and see which one you think would fit, because really you will arrive at this answer based on the main idea STEM that you completed, okay? So again, you can go ahead and try to answer one of those, but we're going to discuss it. And then the last one for today is, are these three questions, which are the inference questions. It says what's in her, and then what can the reader conclude about Julie, which is what do you think could be true about her. How does the author organize the section students with chronic illness want to fill out? And then based on the photograph, image 3, what can the reader infer might be happening? All right, so that is it for today, those 8 slides. And then starting with number 9 will be the rest of the routine for tomorrow. So you go back to Google Classroom. Now it says to complete your exit ticket, which is the reading interest survey. All right. And that, my friends, is the reading lesson for today. Thanks for listening. I will see you next time. And hopefully I'll get to see you either in small group or our 12:30 daily check-in today. Bye.